Exercises 21, 22, and 23 all involve the same kind of technique where you're going to be taking the numbers and writing an inequality. Taking this word sentence, you're going to turn it into an inequality, then you're going to solve the inequality. So aside from just making sure that you're properly reasoning through the symbols, I don't really have much advice for you on this one. I feel pretty confident that the majority of you guys will be able to knock this out. Actually, I feel pretty confident that all of you will be able to knock this out if you just think through it. Make sure that you are reading the sentences properly. The only one I could see maybe you guys having a little bit of an issue with is the 6 times the number x. You can either write that as 6 times x, or 6 times x is the same thing as 6x, because there is an imaginary multiplication symbol between those two. So I don't really have too much advice for you on this one. Just make sure that if you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number, you are going to be flipping the comparison symbol is really important. But let's go ahead and move on to number 24 and 36. Those ones I think we could use a little bit more discussion on, considering that that 24 is a bit of a word problem. So 24 reads that you earn $9.20 per hour at your summer job. So let's make sure we're highlighting and underlining any material, any information we might need. So you earn $9.20 per hour at your summer job, or we could also write it down somewhere. Let's put $9.20 per hour, since on your benchmark test you won't be able to just highlight the computer screen. We'll go ahead and write it down. So you earn $9.20 per hour. Identify an inequality that represents the number of P of hours. So P represents hours. You need to work in order to buy a smartphone. Let's make that the iPhone X, because I'm all about Apple. iPhone X that costs $299. That's pretty cheap for an iPhone X. That's probably like the iPhone X but without the screen or the back. You're basically just buying the battery. Is $299. So that's our goal, is to get to $299. And we know that we're making $9.20 an hour, and we need to figure out how many hours P do we need to work in order to be able to purchase this $299. So looking at our options, and just thinking about this, we know that we want to either get to $299 or get over $299, because that's going to allow us to purchase the iPhone X. And so that means that we are going to be looking at $299 on our right side, not the $9.20. And $299 on our right side, and then we want to be either greater than or equal to $299. They all have an equal sign, so we just need to figure out what symbol is going to refer to the number of money that we have as greater than. Well, how much money do we have? We don't have a certain amount. What we're trying to figure out is how many hours do we need to work in order to be able to purchase this money. Well, we make $9.20 an hour. And we can figure out how much money we have by multiplying that by the amount of hours worked, or in this case, P. P represents the amount of hours worked. And we said that $9.20 an hour times the amount of hours worked is going to give us our total monies. And that total monies has to be either equal to $299 or greater than $299. And we want to point the mouth towards this because this represents the total monies. Well, $299 represents the cost of the iPhone X. And we want our total monies to be either greater than or equal to the cost of the iPhone X. And so that's why we would want to choose out of all these options, we would want to choose the one that looks similar to ours, which is this option right here, the fourth one. And then I'm going to go ahead and let you solve out the inequality on your own. So just remember your division skills with when dividing decimals. So I did the first part for you. I'm going to let you do the second part on your own. Okay, exercise 36. So which describes the error in solving the inequality. So I feel like we did one like this already. Oh, we did one at number 19. So 19 and 36, they actually have similar numbers. But again, I'm going to let you solve this one out. So the way that you're going to be able to solve it out is you're going to do it yourself. So actually doing that problem yourself, if you're analyzing this and you're like, I don't know what they did wrong, try doing it yourself and see, do you get a different thing, and what different step do you have that they don't have, And if you're still lost after that, you can take a look at the options. So these are just some test-taking strategies. You can take a look at these options and then check to see if those options are proper steps. And then lastly, you're going to correct the error, which should be the opposite of whatever they did wrong on one of those options.